Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. Today we're going to do a really quick daily reading for Earth signs. This will be for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this will be for December 20th and the 21st. So let's see what's going on for you guys. Okay, the first card we have is the Seven of Wands. This is somebody who is kind of protecting their energy. It's somebody who knows what they want, and so they don't want to let the wrong people in, if that makes any sense. It's like somebody wanting to protect themselves. It's followed by the Two of Pentacles. And what this says to me is this is somebody who is trying to maintain this image of having everything together, of having control over everything. Somebody to some extent who's kind of putting on a show. Because if you look, he's, trying to juggle, trying to put on this, really pretty show with this rainbow. But in the same sense, this person cannot really, he's kind of stuck in this position because he's having to juggle everything. And with it being followed by this Three of Wands, which is wanting something bigger, wanting something better, waiting for something to come in, waiting for something that you've been wanting to manifest. To some extent, for some, I feel that you're finally able to see something that you've been working towards on the horizon, and you see that it's coming, and you see that things are manifesting. And so it has kind of put you in this this little bit of a fearful energy of kind of putting yourself on guard. It's almost like that energy of you're almost there, don't fuck up now. It's like that energy of, okay, like you can see that you've actually made it. This could be that you finally got that promotion at work, or you're finally, getting the ability to step into a career that you want, or you're finally getting that connection to somebody that you want. You finally made plans to meet this person, spend time together, something like that. And it's something that you've been working towards for so long, and you're finally seeing it, that it's actually coming towards you. And it's kind of that, we all do that. I think that, oh shit, like I'm almost there, don't fuck it up now. That kind of energy. And we all do that. I do that. Let me see what else we get. It's also an energy too. I feel like for some of you that you're starting a connection with somebody, that you're starting this relationship with somebody, and it's a new relationship, or it's a relationship that's just finally getting on solid ground, and you're kind of wanting to, either you or this other person is wanting to kind of block other people out, or block things out. Like it's like not wanting anybody to interfere within the connection. Okay, we do have the Ten of Swords here, and that is a card of a really painful ending. It's somebody who's been through a lot, but in the same sense, it's somebody who is no longer carrying this burden, somebody who is just kind of surrendering and letting go. And then that's followed by this King of Swords energy. And the King of Swords is very aware. He knows what the truth is. He can see the situation very clearly. He can see the good and the bad. He's very fair. He's very, he's kind of like that lawyer, that judge. There's a lot in this reading of kind of rising above your feelings, not wanting to really look into your feelings, not wanting to address your feelings. Somebody who's really been so hurt that they don't really want to go through that again. So this might be your energy that you've stepped into a new connection, or you've had a connection with somebody and you're wanting things to move forward, and things do finally seem to be as if they're moving forward, but then in the same sense, you're in this energy of not, you're wanting to see this in a more logical sense. You're looking at this connection in a more logical, thinking things through, and it could be to the extent that you're overthinking it a little bit, but it's almost that you're stepping into that point within the connection where it's time to kind of get your feet wet. It's time to kind of, step into the emotions of the connection, of kind of opening up to the connection, and you're a little bit leery of it, because with this Six of Swords and this Ten of Swords, this is somebody who's been through a very difficult ending of a connection in the past, or somebody who's just been in very difficult relationships in the past. I do want to say, too, that this is speaking of a connection where there is not really a lot of feelings being expressed between the two of you. And it seems like that's because kind of maybe both of you are not really wanting to get your feet wet. And to some extent, I want to say that somebody's kind of waiting or kind of examining the connection a little bit deeper and trying to see if there's a future within this connection. They're trying to kind of examine everything within the connection, because they want to make sure that there's a future in this before really delving into, opening up and letting somebody in. All right, we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom, and this is the card of that stability, that comfort. And as far as relationships, this does represent a long-term commitment, a very solid commitment within your job. This is a job that's going to bring you this long-term financial stability. So what I want to say is that you're wanting this type of commitment. You're wanting to be, we have the Hierophant and the Three of Cups, and that is stepping into commitment. You want commitment. You want long-term commitment. And so I feel that with that, and it could be the person that you're dealing with also, with things that have gone on in the past, it might be that you or this person were in a very long-term relationship or a long-term commitment that didn't last, or that they were with somebody that they thought was going to be their forever person, and it didn't go that way. I feel that maybe both of you have been in that kind of connection to somebody in the past, or maybe this is somebody you've been dealing with for so long and it's never gone any further. And so within this connection right now, where you might be talking about moving things forward in the connection, or it's that point in the connection that it's time to move it forward into that commitment level, I think that either you or the other person, or maybe even both of you, are still not wanting to really put your full-on emotions into this, or really allow yourself to step fully in this connection until you've been able to look at this logically. I do want to say we do have this Eight of Wands, and so this is that fast-moving energy. This is that, movement in a positive direction. This is that passionate energy, that exciting energy. This is all about positive movement forward. So with that, I do want to say that this connection is moving forward, and there is that passion in the connection. With this Hanged Man and this King of Pentacles, it's almost like it's a comfort to go back into this. It's a comfort to stay in this logical energy. And that's either you or this person. Somebody is going back and not diving into, really embracing the connection because they're in their head about it. And they're wanting to plan things out and think things out logically. But I do feel that there's a tendency to get stuck in the thought process, especially with this Hanged Man. So there is a warning there. If this is you trying to really think logically about this and really plan this out, not to get stuck in your head on this, and to some extent try to surrender to the connection a little bit more. If this is the other person, who seems to be not moving forward because it seems like they're in this overthinking process. On your end, I don't feel that there's anything you can do to get this person out of their mind. I feel that the only thing that you can really do is to continue in this forward movement that you want. Meaning, don't join this person in the overthinking of the connection. Just keep your focus forward. And if that means that, you're not entertaining the connection at this level of this back and forth, no emotions, then so be it. Because if I feel that this person is ready to take that step forward, and that's why they're in this overthinking mode. And so if you continue to move forward with your own energy, they're going to follow along with you. Let me pull a few more. I do want to say for some of you that this is somebody who's making plans to see you over the next couple of weeks. And I want to say that maybe you and this person are making plans to spend time together or see each other, but either you or the other person is dealing with a lot of blockages from other people around them, maybe having to work late or something to that effect. And so it might be that you make plans to spend the weekend with this person and you guys have to switch your plans to the next weekend. So that might be for some of you. Oh, wow. This is kind of similar to the water sign reading, if you want to check that out. It's that energy of trying to find that balance between when we've been through difficult connections in the past, when we've been in difficult relationships in the past, we get in this energy of putting these walls up in an attempt to kind of control our own surroundings. Because, we feel as if we have these certain amount of walls up, or we feel as if we only allow so much of ourselves into the connection. We feel that that's going to keep us from getting hurt. But in the long run, that causes more stress, because it keeps it in this energy of not moving forward, because there's no emotions being, given and taken within the connection. I do want to say, that Hierophant card is that card of being in that same tradition, following that same pattern. So it is kind of that energy of control. with that being said, we do have the Magician and the Temperance card. And what this is saying is you are manifesting what you want. And so that could represent this connection that, you know, you have the ability to manifest this connection in the way that you want. It's a matter of kind of letting go of this energy of trying to control everything, or try to control the pace of everything, or trying to figure out everything before you take that next step. But instead kind of more this go with the flow energy, and allowing things to flow, and allowing yourself to open up to the feelings, allowing yourself to open up your heart to the connection. If you notice, we do have this Three of Cups and this Emperor card. So this is saying, you know, this is that energy of taking that to the next level, taking it to the commitment level. But again, with this Emperor card and this King of Wands, it's like, you know, you're still kind of battling, you and this other person, battling that energy of trying to feel as if you're in control and trying to open up to the connection. And we do have the Eight of Pentacles and that Strength card. And so what that says to me is that, you know, just keep putting in the effort to having the confidence in this connection, as well as kind of having compassion within this connection. Because I feel that what this Eight of Pentacles is saying is it's worth the effort. It's worth the effort just to kind of open up to your feelings a little bit more. Okay, so that was a lot. I think yours was really long yesterday too. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. I'm sending you much, much love. Bye-bye.